to Roblox Snippets. In this video we're going to give you an understanding of how to use module scripts in Roblox Studio. So this is just a basic video on what they are and how to use them, and they have they're very powerful items, and they are extremely useful when creating your projects. So we'll go ahead and create one for a start. So if you come over to Server Script Service in the Explorer window and click on the plus sign next to it, you should find in the list module script. If you don't see it, in the search box start typing module script, and when you see it, left click on it. This will add it into our Server Script Service, and we'll change the name of our module script just to be my mod script. Alright, just to give us some ownership of this. And you'll see that a module script shows up with a variable up the top here with empty brackets, which represents a table, and it returns that table down the bottom here. So it's a bit different to a normal script in how it sets you up. Now we'll change this from module to be my mod, so you'll need to change the variable at the top, and down the bottom this has to match as well. Alright, now a module script is referred to as a source container. So it's a bit like a cupboard or something in your house where you store things in and you just pull them out when you want to use them, and this is a bit the same. So for instance, if I was to come inside of my module script and I put in a print statement here, and I can say this code ran when the game ran. Right, so we put a script in here and I click on save, and you don't have to do this, you can if you want, but when I run the game you will notice that down the bottom here we don't get that print message. Now that's not an error, I'll stop it there. The fact is that module scripts will only run when they are required by another script, so they won't run this in here unless it's required by another script. So let's create a script over here in Server Script Service again, and we'll click on the plus sign and add a script, and we'll just call this my script. Right, so now to get access to our module script, then we create a variable for its name, so my mod, and we use a special word called require. So whenever you use a module script, this variable and this line should be at the very top of your script, above everything else usually, so that this gets run first. And inside of our require here now, we put in the file path, so it will be game.serverscriptservice.myModScript, and that creates a variable to our module script. So now with just that line added in, if we click on File and Save, and we'll just click on Run, you'll see that we now have our line appear. So from the script in here, it's requiring the script, which has loaded it in, and at the moment we just have this print in here. So any free code inside of your module script, such as this print statement, will run immediately when the script is loaded, so that's something to keep in mind. A more useful thing to do inside of module scripts, however, is to add functions. So for now we'll just comment out our print statement there, and just down below this, inside of our module, now to create a function, normally you would put local and then function in the name. However, when we create functions in a module script, it's a little bit different. So we start off by adding the keyword function and then a space. Then we type the name of the module that we're in, followed by a dot, and now we name our function. So we'll just create a function that says say hello. And we have a function ready to be used. So inside of here, let's add a print statement, and we can say hi, my code is in the my mod module script. probably a bit wordy, but so we can make this function run. Now, because it's inside of a function, the function has to be called. So if I run this again, you'll see we get no output down the bottom because we have not yet called this function. So back in my script over here, the way we call functions in here, now we have this my mod up the top, is that we can simply type in the name of the module and then a dot, and you will see when we type that dot, we get access to the functions in here. So it's popped up just like it does for a built-in function, and I can just click on that and that will run. So let's try it again. And you'll see, hi, my code is in the my mod module script. So just with that line, we've managed to run our function inside of here. We'll create a little bit more useful function just down below here now. So let's say function my mod dot, and we'll add two numbers together. So we'll add two parameters in, so number 1 and number 2. And we just want to add these together. So what we'll do is we will return n1 plus n2. So we'll add these two together, and then wherever this was called from, it will return the answer back to that location. Let's come back to my script now. So we want it to return to something. So in here, let's say we type in local answer equals, and we can say my mod dot, and now we have a choice of different functions. So in this case, we want to say add numbers, and you'll notice that it even gives us code sense or help over here to say what should be added in. So we need to add in two numbers, so let's add in, say, 7 and 6. And that will pass through these numbers to our function. It'll do the calculation, and then it will return the answer back here and place it into this variable. And so we can see what that says. We can simply put down the bottom, print our answer. And if we run our function, or run our game, you'll see we got our answer of 13 as expected down the bottom. There are many powerful ways to use module scripts. This is a very basic understanding for you of how to use them, but in future videos and my online courses, I show you how to use them in unique and cool ways to do lots of things in your projects. So I will see you in future videos. If you found this video useful, subscribe now. For more information about my online courses, go to mrbrendanross.com.